you are listening to this, hopefully you are having a wonderful week. I'm not sure what day this episode will air, but I hope you enjoy it. Nonetheless, welcome back to Queer Late Night. I'm your host, Elle McCullers, and Queer Late Night's a show where we allow people from the queer culture, queer thinking, like-minded folks to come on to this podcast to share their story, share their journey, and share a little bit of their insight. I have the unbeknownst pleasure to share this opportunity with somebody. I got a new one for you. I was thinking about it on the way home from the gym while it was raining. Okay, you ready for it? She is not only the moment, but oh man. Oh, here we go. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Roman. I'm just kidding. No, but she is the moment. I had a really good one too.
Let me know when it comes back to you, please.
Can you think of, okay, she's the moment she stole some. Okay, I'll move on.
The hearts of millions?
The hearts of millions. It's Ricky Roman, my
Thank
best
you.
friend in the whole wide world. How are you doing?
I'm well, baby. It's rainy. I slept in because it's rainy, but I'm here and happy to be so.
That's good. I like that. Your hair looks great.
Thank you. Having a good hair day.
Did you did? Okay. What'd you do differently?
I stopped fucking with it.
I like that. And you know what else?
That's when it behaves, is when I'm not fucking
not touching
finger fucking it, you know?
I like that. She didn't go to beauty school.
No.
Anyways, I'm not here alone. We always have a beautiful guest, someone to share this opportunity with. And since you did such a great job writing the show, this episode, I would like it for you to introduce our guest to all the listeners and viewers out there. I'm going to turn my chair a little bit. Also, I'm happy to not announce the guest because I don't sound good reading.
Okay, here we go.
You ready?
Yes. So today we have the esteemed pleasure of speaking with... Oh. I'm like, did I write it that well?
Bye.
I realized I didn't put your last name in the very first part.
Oh,
wow.
Wow, I'm such a fucking asshole. Joey Skladany? Skladany. Joey Skladany is a writer, editor, TV radio personality, lifestyle expert, former entertainment publicist, and author of Basic Bitchen. He was most recently editor-at-large of CBS Interactive's Chowhound, where he managed the site's food and travel editorial content. Currently, he is the owner and CEO of Beyond Basic LLC. Prior to a career in writing, he was a publicist for TLC, serving as the PR lead for the network's highest-rated series like Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, My Strange Addiction, and My Crazy Obsession. Joey is currently based in New York, New York. In his spare time, he enjoys volleyball, worshiping Beyonce, fine dining, writing depressing poetry, interior design, and perfecting his stand-up comedy routine. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Skladany?
Skladany. Think zany Skladany.
Skladany.
Sounded like a eulogy.
I like.
Oh no!
We
got
through it.
Literally, you're dead.
What did Wendy Williams said? And he's dead.
Oh gosh, we can't talk Wendy Williams. It's triggering for me.
Same.
Oh wow.
I was on her show.
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
Joe, you're better than that.
We can. I love her.
You're better than that. Wendy, I mean, it is what it is. We should add to your your introduction how you're like, every time I've seen you on the street, you have been going somewhere.
But that's a damn lie because you've only seen me once.
We can confirm. I've confirmed.
No, confirmed once.
I've seen you and you had that power walk where you're already late. I know you're late.
I have a let me speak to the manager walk when really I'm just going to get chicken fingers.
It's let me speak to the manager.
Equally important, if not more.
It's let me speak to the manager mix. I am the train. That's exactly what it is. I am the subway. How are you doing?
I am the strip club.
I'm good. Did you just say how are you doing?
Yeah.
How
are you?
I'm good.
It's not-
I feel good to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was the travels over here?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was a long and arduous 30 steps that
We love to
literally
see
live
it.
across the street, which is hilarious.
So funny.
But
Enjoy
yeah.
that now.
I know. Moving to Brooklyn. I'm gonna make y'all come see me next. I'll be the one hosting.
She can host.
Okay.
I always can host. People don't take advantage of that enough.
I mean, we're gonna get into
Noted.
Bitchen Kitchen, which is properly placed behind me.
Basic Bitchen.
That's
I said it wrong.
Hey man, we gotta get.
Wow, my last name, my book.
We're not doing good.
We're doing real good, babe. What do you mean? Sorry, I lost my track of thought because I was thinking about how I'm gonna get canceled before you even start. I am going to take it away. Tonight I have the queer news, and guess what? Unfortunately, I am a little unprepared, but that's me. That's how I graduated college. No, I'm just kidding. I have queer news. I have queer news for you from our favorite queer news source, Them Magazine, and this news comes straight to you from our friends there. The author of this one is by Sydney. I don't want to butcher this. Bayer. Bajor.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Sydney. The title of this article is Leah Thomas, Success Leads to New NCAA Transgender Policy, They're Failing Athletes. That's the title. So this article was written on February 2nd, and I'm not going to read the whole article, one, because I get nervous when I read out loud to you, but you are welcome to go to the magazine and read it for yourself and keep yourself abreast of all the transgender policies that are being passed down. But this one in particular is for athletes that are trying out, or not trying out, but are in the Olympics or going to be a part of the Olympics. So they recently passed a new policy, leaving it up to, if I'm not mistaken, each sport has their own, will be given their own, not given, but they will make up their own standards about hormone replacement therapy and the levels in which they're going to accept. And pretty much this is wrong in a lot of ways. Reading the article, it was saying they're proposing that in order for certain athletes to compete, they may be considering being on hormone replacement therapy for 36 months, which would mean 3 years, pretty much. 3 years, right? 3 times 12 is 36. Would mean you'd need to be on hormone replacements for 3 years. They would, of course, test your testosterone level, test your hormone levels to make sure you're in whatever they deem fit for competing, which in some instances pressures, not some instances, but most instances, it puts pressure on the athletes to undergo medical treatment and therapy that they may not necessarily, 1, feel comfortable with, 2, need to do or want to do, 3, it compromises their health, and it's setting up a standard that, we can make and choose rules that are outside of our own scientific understanding and knowledge. So pretty much, it was also in the beginning of the article, there hasn't been enough research in knowledge and understanding on how hormone replacement therapy or testosterone therapy works and how it affects each individual person, let alone the sport they're playing, and how it compares to biological contendants in that same category. But that's what they passed. I can't say that I think it's smart. I know there's been a lot of news lately around this amazing athlete, Leah Thomas. I wish her the best of luck and, all positive things out there. It's unfortunate that we see this constant in the news. They're always, left-wing conservatives, people that have their hands in multiple pots, whether it's the Olympics, whether it's, the NBA, whether it's anything. They're always trying to tell people what they can and cannot do to their body, when in all actuality, people just want to compete and do what they love. But that's unfortunate. Like you said in multiple episodes, the news is daunting. I got really depressed when I was reading this, so I'm going to move on to the good news. I have good news.
Is it good news?
I have new news. I bought 2 articles today. Okay, but I didn't read the second one either. But
okay,
you ready?
Off the top,
do you got any buttons?
Give it to us.
Hit a button. I like that one.
All right.
The new news. Okay, so the Biden administration has they're still in the process of undoing so many of the administration. I'm probably going to bleep that name out of the episode because I don't want to say his name.
45.
Yeah, number 45. They're trying to undo some more things. The Biden administration I've been thinking about getting pissed on all day, y'all. I'm sorry.
I was thinking of Episcopalian.
A pesca.
Sexual religious trauma. Yes, we love to see it.
Stop.
Sorry.
No, the Biden administration has passed new legislation to allow survivors, LGBTQ plus survivors, aging survivors, to now I think they said grandfathered in or now receive benefits from their lost loved one. So let's say I was married at some point.
Yeah.
I ain't married, so if anybody's, I'm just kidding. I'm dating someone.
You're also not old enough
to get married.
No, baby, to be part of this era that we're talking about, right? This is like.
I'm sorry from wanting to plan my future.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get married and someone's gonna die, and I want the money. The Biden administration is I don't
think you understand grandfathering in.
I don't understand. I don't understand a lot of things, Ricky Roman.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Damn, she's pulling out my GED right on air. Anyways, I'm just kidding. The Biden administration is passing that legislation so that people can get those benefits. All right.
That's some good news.
That is good news.
Thank
right?
you.
We always want that.
Thank you.
And last but not least, this is I'm not sure how the girls are taking this anymore, but of course you've been on the interwebs. You saw that we're not getting the album.
Officially.
Rihanna is pregnant. Congratulations, Rihanna. I am not one of the sinful, hateful gays that aren't happy for you.
Yay.
I still live for the meme that said, wouldn't the biggest gag ever be if she names her kid album?
Oh my God, girl.
The album's arrived. The album's arrived.
Stop.
I would,
That's funny.
Be so good, though.
We need you. But that's it. That's all for the queer news from me. Do you have any queer news?
Let's see what's going on in the good gay world that I saw. Those three things are literally what was on my scope this week.
Okay.
So
I did good.
Well done. You did very well. Yes.
I did very well. I talked about the pregnancy. I gave all of the news that I had. All right. Is that everything?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's leave.
All right.
Bye.
No,
moving
Joey.
on. Moving on.
Well, you're here. I mean, what's on your radar for the week? Have you come in contact with something that you want to talk about that you like that was in the news?
Oh God,
Anything
I've
good?
been trying to avoid the news as much as possible. If I'm being honest,
It's good for your mental health.
Obviously, what's been top of mind is, and I'm sure I don't know if it's been discussed in detail in the past, but the Whoopi Goldberg, controversy.
Oh, we didn't actually know
Her comments regarding the Holocaust, and that's been something that's. Yeah, I don't know. It's complicated.
It is complicated. I really
There's
don't believe that woman is anti-Semitic.
No, have you seen her
nature.
house? There's tons of books in it. I mean,
About being anti-Semitic?
Oh no, don't say that.
I was gonna say. I think that she got her words. She misconveyed what she was trying to say. I don't know. But if you are in the public eye in this way, and
you gotta be careful.
you do have to be careful
with
because
how you word
you
things.
have a certain power. So and she realizes that, and
she took ownership. Yeah,
totally. She has to write a 1,000-word essay and go to a Holocaust museum. No, but I feel like people should be. Adults should be treated like children with that sort of. And I don't mean that placatingly. I do. I really do mean because let's re-educate.
Well, I think the problem is we just put so much, not necessarily trust, but kind of faith in entertainers for relaying information, forming opinions. And the actuality is that they're just not intelligent enough to form opinions that should be broadcasted in a mainstream medium. So
well said.
What pisses me off most about this news story is that it stems from the debate about Mouse, which is the graphic novel regarding the Holocaust, and why it's an awful thing that it was banned from schools in, I believe, Tennessee.
Okay.
And if you open up the first page of the book, it is literally a quote from Hitler that refers to Jews as a race, and he acknowledges that they're a race, but he says they're not human.
Right.
If you would have taken the 30 seconds to just do some research, maybe flip through the book that you're talking about, something like that would have never come out of your mouth, So
I think that, she definitely made a mistake. But I also have to agree that people have said things like this before and they've gotten fired. So 2 weeks suspension is not horrible. Definitely
I think she'll be okay.
What are these networks doing? They are not putting people through some diversity training before they go on air. Because wasn't it before, like, who recently got, Sharon was fired last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was she?
Sharon Osbourne, yep.
Is she not on it anymore?
No.
Which she said was way worse than what Whoopi said, though. I think she said something. She went on a tangent.
What did she say? Look, I kind of remember that. What was the gist of it?
I forget if it was something that she was doing to defend Pierce Morgan.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're really close friends. They're
cool.
But
Ew.
I mean,
Ew.
I think people need to be held accountable for their actions, but I also cancel culture, I think, has become so extreme when we could use things as learning opportunities and re-educate people and educate the people that follow them in the process. So I have mixed opinions. I think obviously, hold people accountable. They need to be punished for things that they say, especially if they're given a public forum.
Yeah.
But at the same time, let's not burn them at the stake. Let's actually enact some sort of change. Yeah, and use them as the example of what not to do or say.
Mm-hmm. People are afraid of losing money. So
it is a money thing. You're right. It's all rooted in money and corporate greed and
truly
ratings.
Yeah. I know about that word.
You love Beyonce, huh?
Oh,
what is
girl?
What's I love Beyonce a lot.
I know you do.
I love her so.
She's my everything. She
so
is
much.
Just to me. She's the package deal and everything I aspire to be.
I love it.
Just
Okay,
love her.
You won the Queer Late Night Award. You won it.
Yeah?
That's it. That's how you win it. Talk about Beyonce, and you've won me. Over.
No wrong to me. She doesn't have to say anything, which is the best. She just lets her art speak for itself, and she makes statements through her art and her music. And I love how she doesn't do a single press interview ever. And
she doesn't
have to.
She doesn't have to.
She did one for Lion King.
She did. She walked carpet. But I don't even know if she did full. Did she do the interview line?
She did the interview. She did an interview with
probably,
CBS or some big network.
Makes sense then.
She doesn't do album press. We should have Tiffany Pollard on. That's oh my god. That's a goal.
Down the line.
Down the line. Well, I'm not going to waste any more of the time. We have a queer question for you. It's that time of the day, that time of the show we do queer question. And I left it out of the segment that we sent you on purpose because we wanted you to be fresh.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Do you have the moan?
Cue her up.
The pheromone?
Yes.
The pheromone, yeah. Okay, yeah. I got her, baby.
All right. The queer question of the day is, Joy, what brings you joy?
Farting, actually. No joke. I mean, a good bowel movement brings me joy.
True.
I want that button to go away.
I feel like we're Marie Kondoing me. What brings me joy? Honestly, shit like this, where I get to meet new people and share experiences, but also kind of celebrate our commonalities. I don't know. Well said. I'm an over communicator, I've been told.
That's great.
That's better than under communicating.
Yeah,
I agree.
Humble opinion.
Yeah.
Nothing like trying to have a full on conversation with a mute.
Yeah, it's I can't deal. You get my heart on my sleeve, and I'm no filter kind of guy. But
bless.
I think just human interaction. The irony, though, is that I've become quite a bit of a recluse, and I don't like leaving my apartment.
I get that too.
I'd literally rather.
I thought you said raccoon. I was like,
well, kind of,
but also that
because I'm also burrowing in my trash can, trying to find leftover candy that I threw out the night before, and I was like, the diet starts today.
Yeah. It's okay to eat at nighttime.
Yeah.
I eat at nighttime all the time.
I'm such a night eater.
I love it.
I'm cooking full-on dinner at midnight.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm the same way.
I'll have I'll get up at around 3 a.m. and have a bowl of cereal and leave the bowl right where I, go back to bed. It's not what I want.
I'm not consuming so many calories through the day that I'm worried about having dinner at midnight though, because that's like a snake. That's the one time I'm gorging myself.
Yeah.
Did you just compare yourself to a snake?
Apparently.
I guess, bitch. I don't know.
What would be
Fuck.
your animal? I was talking about that the other day. What would be your animal?
A jaguar.
I think about this all the time, and then it changes all the time.
A jaguar.
Yeah, why? You have to say why.
Because we talked about this yesterday, and jaguars can live in trees,
Mm-hmm.
and they're really black.
Mm-hmm.
I like black.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend's black. Remember when Adele was on the Grammy? Never mind.
Oh,
All
my
black. I like the way you
goodness.
make my black friends feel.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, she did say
And
that.
she would go on to put on braids. A jaguar.
You know
Jaguar.
that she was at some turnip event and some girl was like, "Let me do your hair." She absolutely was not like, do my hair, girl." You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at her. It's just,
Right.
It's just Adele.
I
with
know.
braids on.
I
It's
know.
like-
Yeah.
It's funny.
It goes from hello to
funny
the
to
other.
see.
It goes from hello from the other side to uchi wale wale uchi bang. It was very that.
Right.
What animal would you be?
Oh, God. So I've been told I look like a lemur, and I never know how to take that because I guess I'm very animated.
A lemur's that's great. I like
Is
that.
that? But I
like it.
feel like I'm a sloth for sure.
Sid?
Yeah.
But I'm not a slow person
You're
because
not.
Elle just reminded me that I have a walk.
No, almost pushed me out of the way.
I'd like to call it my Naomi Campbell walk.
All right, now.
So it's just every day is a runway, and y'all are my just spectators.
True.
But
It's not summer yet.
it's true. I'm definitely not walking like Naomi in this weather. But yeah, I would say lemur. Everyone says I look like
Lemur.
a fucking lemur.
And Ricky Roman, what about you?
Yeah, Ricky.
I'm gonna go back to my childhood. I used to say panda.
I can see panda.
I like pandas. They're actually vicious.
Are
That's
they?
why I
a,
see it.
A full adult panda
It's
could
vicious?
fuck up your day. Yeah.
Really?
They have claws and shit. Yeah.
A panda bear.
A panda bear.
Are koala bears vicious?
No, very docile. They sleep for like 22 hours a day. They climb down the tree to shit, eat a eucalyptus leaf, get high as fuck, and go back to sleep.
Does eucalyptus makes them high?
Apparently, that's like the thing they eat, but I guess they get high from it too.
Oh, can you imagine? Every
Yes.
time you ate, you got high and you went to bed?
Yes.
How would
Yes,
getting
yes,
to bed?
And
every day.
don't most koalas have chlamydia?
That's what they say.
Why?
I don't know because they don't have penicillin.
on
Who's
there.
fucking the koalas?
Each other. They're fucking each other. Making more koalas.
That's our new movement is to have koalas practice safe sex.
Yeah. Get some prep. Can
feel
you
like that's
imagine a koala with prep? That doesn't
no,
protect you
baby.
against
See,
chlamydia.
I was going to say this is why kids are misusing it. Telling them that
Oops.
it's going to take care of the prep. That's
Cute.
going to take care of the chlamydia, but it's not.
No, it's not.
Cue the read on for our sponsors. That's not good.
Right. Anyways, today's episode is sponsored by...
The episode is sponsored by. Hey everybody, thanks for listening to Queer Late Night. This episode is being brought to you by AIDS Healthcare Foundation. AHF is an LGBTQ affirming health organization here in New York State and City and also around the globe. AHF prides themselves in providing little to no cost services like HIV testing, STI screening, HIV treatment, PrEP services for little to no cost. They even have a pharmacy that you can fulfill your prescriptions in. If you're interested in AHF or you'd like to find out more about the organization here in New York City, you can text the code QLN21 to the number 201-725-1328. Once again, that code is QLN21 at 201-725-1328. And if you're listening anywhere else in the United States or outside of the United States area, because AHF is global, you can go to their website at ahf.org. All right? Thanks for listening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone of the non-conforming world, you made it to the middle part of our show, and I have a special announcement for you. You can watch our show on Patreon. Now, yes, there's a $5 cover, but it's time to start supporting your local queer artists, queer entertainers, content creators. Give me your $5 and help our content creation come to life. You can go to You can go to...
You can go to bed.
You can go to bed. You can go to bed. No, you can go to Patreon and follow us there. I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy. Just type in our name. What's your sign, Joey?
Gemini.
How do you most identify with your sign?
Are we live?
Yes.
Me, I looked down.
I was like, I didn't know if it started. I thought there was going to be a segue.
That's it, baby. Cold cuts.
How do I relate to my sign? Oh, definitely the dual personality.
She's two-faced.
Yeah. No, but honestly, half the you can get, what did Sammy Sweetheart used to say on Jersey Shore? She's like, some people say, like, I am the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet. Yeah. And that's so me. Iconic. We're like, I can be your best friend, but if you wrong me, I'll cut a bitch.
Oh, wow.
I love that.
So, Geminis are crazy. Half the time they're fun and awesome, and the other half you're just like, get the fuck away from me. You need some sort of medical intervention.
I don't even pay attention to their signs or any of that. I'm just like, oh, this person's interesting.
A lot of serial killers are Geminis.
Are they?
I just found that out. Yeah, which tracks.
But they say that about every sign.
No, they did a whole list, and there were 3 signs that were really popular among serial killers, and Gemini was one of them. I forget the other 2.
It was a Leo.
I don't think it was Leo.
No, I want to look that up. I want to.
Yeah, if you just type in Google most, I guess serial killer zodiac signs.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, while you're looking that up,
can
I ask another question?
Ask them all.
Well, it's an interview honestly about you. So I've been following you now for almost since I lived here because I met you in Gym Bar in New York City. Shout out to Gym Bar in Chelsea.
Yeah.
You play volleyball here in New York City. Good for you.
Yeah.
Joining something active, fun, and social.
I mean, I've got to project top mask jock vibes. So
who else is gonna do it?
Okay.
You're like, is she going to go play baseball or is she going home to stick a baseball bat up her ass? You don't know. It could be one or the other.
And you know what? I'm the type of person I want you to get both.
There you go.
I'm like, hope she gets a home run.
I gotta keep y'all on your toes. But yeah, no, I'm very just naturally competitive. And I come from a big football family. Actually, my family's pretty athletic. My uncle played in the NFL. My great grandpa played in the NFL.
Holy shit.
My dad was a 3-time All-American football player.
Oh, wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah, it's so.
And you're out here playing volleyball.
And I'm out here playing volleyball, bitch. But no, I think the gag I think is that I would have actually excelled in football if I was a foot taller and maybe 50 pounds heavier.
Did you ever play for real?
Are you not as tall as the other
football
athletes
player?
in your family?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I definitely got my mom's short gene.
Yeah,
my mom's 5'3",
Bless.
and my dad's about 6 foot. But I football's like the only sport. Football and basketball were the only 2 sports I really did not dabble with.
I mean, I understand.
But everything else,
yeah.
I don't know. I loved soccer. I was a gymnast. I did horseback riding, if you can call that a sport.
A question. A question.
I was the hunter jumper. Yeah.
Word.
You were.
Please welcome to the stage, Hunter Jumper.
It's actually a good one. Yeah.
I
Hunter Jumper.
I'm just gonna move on.
Real quick, it's Gemini, Capricorn, and Taurus.
There you go.
Oh, good. I'm not on it. Finally, I'm probably.
You're a special case.
Yeah. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Naples, Florida.
Naples. That's where the naval base is.
Is it?
There's a naval base in Naples.
No way. Really?
I almost got orders there. I was like, ugh.
Never knew that.
You said send me to Groton, Connecticut instead.
Yeah.
I don't see any of these military boys when I'm on Grindr down there. You'd think they'd be flooded.
I'm pretty sure
Grindr would be flooded with it.
Usually.
You don't want those, girl.
Yes, I do for a night. I'm not saying a long-term relationship.
Right.
You heard it, everybody. She ain't looking for shit.
Well, let's look at your bank account first. And then maybe I'll change my mind. No, it's Southwest Florida. It's about an hour or 2.5 hours south of Tampa, just to give you some geography.
Okay, yeah, on the western coast
southwest
of it.
side.
Mm-hmm.
And moved there in 4th grade. Before that, I was Atlanta, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta.
So you're from the South.
I would say I'm kind of a Southern boy. I had an accent when I was really young, the full-blown like howdy y'all. I don't even think it's howdy. Howdy's very Texas.
Yeah.
The South is more like hi ma'am. But
Hiya.
I probably just sounded
I
super
sound like
gay.
a good guy doll.
I don't think I sounded southern. I just sounded gay.
Tell us the story. Go ahead. Take us away. So you're from the South. You're here now. You do wine, food, and travel. You're very good at it. You've been published. I was reading HBO. I just only read the big names. There's a lot of names in the resume. CBS.
I'm a media whore.
You've done work with all these. Which is your favorite outlet that you work for so far?
Oh gosh. Well, currently I'm freelancing, so I was in-house really only for 2 big companies, one of which was TLC. I did that for 3 years, and I was at CBS for 3 years, and those were great, but I was doing 2 completely different things. So I started in publicity and PR, and I started in television, and then I pivoted to editorial, so written work, and now I'm still doing my own TV stuff, which is weird because it was always me media training other people and getting them interviews, and now it's like I have to pitch myself. But I don't know. I love all I call them my clients. I write for a lot of digital outlets, but I think recently I've really been a fan of writing for Food 52 because they kind of let me they've let me take over the Trader Joe's beat, so I'm always like writing Trader Joe's roundups. God, who else have I been writing for? I had a brief stint at People magazine. I was their food editor when their food editor resigned, and I just love all the people there, and obviously being able to blend pop culture with food, it's the best of both worlds. So it's my life.
Very cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit of everything, but I will say I much prefer being on this side of things and writing instead of promoting people that I don't always care about.
I like that.
Because that's PR.
That's
all bullshit.
PR, baby.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. You know,
and you gotta have
you gotta be good at the bullshitting.
You gotta be good at the bullshitting. I bet it's very expensive to get a good PR person. Apparently,
it is, and it's like you can kind of nickel and dime people because you don't have to deliver. You don't like you can you do not pay a PR agency to get you specific hits. You just pay a monthly retainer, and they pitch you, and they can come back to you and be like, sorry, here was the feedback. It didn't work out.
Right.
And you still have to pay the bill. So,
right.
Yeah, it's really expensive and not guaranteed results. I always tell everyone, be your own publicist to at least start. And then if you create somewhat of a name for yourself, then maybe think about hiring someone.
Right.
All right, I'll see you in a few years.
Yeah.
I ain't giving you no money.
Well, I don't want your money. I don't want to be a publicist anymore, bitch.
You don't? Right.
Hell no. That's in my past.
I love that. Ricky Roman, take it away.
Okay. Oh man, I'm a little frazzled where we're at because she just gets organically going and the conversation.
I don't want to look crazy on the internet.
I see. What sparked your interest in taking the career path you did initially?
Yeah, I just knew I gravitated towards media and the entertainment industry, and I did a lot of theater in high school, so I loved performing and being on stage, and I wanted to keep
You're
things,
so quiet, though.
Right? My humble self, A
little wallflower.
Was it musical theater?
I was forced into doing musical theater only because I went to a really small private school and there were no guys doing theater. So they needed you. They needed me. But I would beg my music director, I was like, please give me something that's really character heavy so that I can sing like this and pretend that I'm good.
Right.
Really, I have no vocal training. So I just loved to perform. I loved obviously that connection with an audience. So I kept things very broad in college, and I majored in communication studies.
That's
awesome. I should have majored in broadcast journalism because I knew at the end of the day I wanted to be on TV. I love TV. It's my favorite medium. And I don't know. I think I graduated in 2009 where, jobs
From what?
From where?
No, I'm sorry. I'm having this flashback to how old I asked you. I'm like, I graduated in 09 too, bitch, but look at this baby face. God bless her.
She's like, where'd you come from?
Wait, you're the same age as me?
No, I graduated from high school in 2009.
Oh, you bitch.
You graduated from what in 2009?
College in 09.
Oh, wow. I graduated from high school in 2008.
Y'all
I'm young.
suck. Okay, well,
No, baby. You're right. I do suck. No, you're fine.
But
you're doing great. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
No, it was a really bad year in terms of getting jobs. So I wanted to keep
that's right.
my skills as broad as possible. And
Yeah.
I had a few internships where I worked for CNN and Fox Entertainment.
Wow.
And I was really I loved the industry. But I was like, let me keep it broad. Because I didn't want to be a reporter in like Podunk, Kansas, making $17,000 a year.
Yeah.
Like that was not it.
Yeah,
like, She likes nice things, and she wanted to move to New York.
Yeah.
So, but PR was a natural first job for me because you do everything in PR when it comes to the entertainment industry.
Right.
You work with producers,
Right.
ad sales, talent teams, finance. It gives you a complete 360-degree view of how every department operates. So I loved it. It was an education in and of itself.
Yeah.
But then I realized, again, I said this earlier, I didn't really like representing other people.
Sure.
So that's when I decided to pivot. I was like, God, editors and writers, they don't get paid a lot, but shit, they get perks.
Yeah.
They go on free trips. They get sent stuff all the time. And writing, even though I love being on TV, writing was always at the core of what I was good at. So I was like, if I can be a writer and then expand from that, then that's great. I'll be happy.
That's awesome.
So you've always had a natural knack for writing then too. I mean, it comes kind of...
When the boys were playing G.I. Joes, I was, playing Barbies, but I also was, I was tickling.
Oh,
so you're in the piss.
I was into water sports. No, I was taking sheets of paper, stapling them together, and writing my own books ever since I was in preschool.
Oh, wow. For a second, I thought of the sheets of paper, like, not like, you know what I mean?
No.
Elaborate.
Like the what sheets of paper?
Like one stapled.
Underneath each other. Yeah.
I love the way your brain works.
No, but I used to
Does
do
it work?
that. I'll try to make this visual for anyone
Please.
who can't watch, but we used to do this thing as kids. I don't know if y'all did this, where you take a piece of paper, you draw a picture, and then you tape another piece next to it, and you continue the picture
story.
And you just keep going, and then you'd roll it up and it would be these massively long like portraits.
Interesting.
I used to do that all
with
the
other
time.
people.
I would just do it
yourself.
Yeah, so like I did
okay.
one time, I remember a giant like parade float, and every single thing was another thing with the parade, and it was
fun.
Yeah.
I've never heard that. I've heard things like it.
We used to do that all the time in elementary school.
I think
It's very creative.
I think I was a bit confused, but now I'm not confused anymore. You're a writer that writes about food, wine, and travel.
Yeah.
Can you cook?
Yes and no.
Okay.
And that's
talk
kind
about
of the why I wrote my book Basic Bitchen. It's because when I was a food editor, I was sent everybody's cookbook, and I have an appreciation for food, but I have no culinary experience.
Okay.
And I felt like so many of the books on the market and the things that were being sent to me were more aspirational instead of inspirational.
Interesting.
So I don't want to sit and learn how to make a croquembouche on a Friday night. That's great, and there's a place and an audience for it. But I'm a basic bitch when it comes to a lot of my cooking. I want to make a damn good chicken finger. I want to make a really good banana pudding.
Sure.
And there was nothing on the market that really spoke to that type of person, and also in a self-deprecating, humorous way. So that's why I came up with the idea. Do I cook? Yes. Am I a professional like Shangela? No.
Shangela's a professional? Whatever.
You just, when it came out of your mouth, you heard yourself. You're like,
Shangela is
a professional woman.
Shangela, if you're listening, please come on the show. I love you. Bye.
I love her.
Okay, so now that I know this, 'cause I was confused. I thought that you were like this well-renowned chef. Obviously, I
Bitch, I'm on the cover of my book holding avocado toast. I'm not holding like a, paella or something amazing.
You right. You are holding avocado toast, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes.
Are you gonna shove that up your pussy?
I will.
I have to admit, so I didn't know if it was satirical in your approach, but you're being very forthcoming, forthright, and it makes sense.
Less satirical, more self-deprecating, and
I
definitely
understand.
celebratory, showing that there's a basic bitch in all of us.
Speaking to you in person, it's it's illustrating.
I'm not
exactly
boring. I'm delicious potato salad.
What I couldn't put. What I was like, I don't know what your angle was, but I get it now. It's really. You're a lot of fun. I'm having fun.
No, thank you.
I'm having fun too.
It's all So if you think of basic bitch foods,
okay, sure,
stuff that's easy on the palate.
Yeah. Throw together
Acai bowls and pumpkin spice lattes. That's all in this book.
That is basic bitch
that's
food.
Basic food, yeah.
Right.
So
but
I
still
wanted to
good
do a
for
play.
You know,
it's
like you can feed yourself.
Oh, we have
and
healthy foods.
Yeah,
we've got everything.
Sexy slaw that just happened to be served on fish tacos. Okay. I'm into it. What else? I'm like, bitch, you're going to make me some of this.
Okay.
Can we use your book in our new segment?
Yes.
We have a new show
we
coming
do a
out.
little
It's a cooking show. We should take recipes from here.
Absolutely.
Please do. They're all idiot proof.
I'm also
anyone can make them.
I'm also excited too because you know what? The book is colorful. As you can probably, if you haven't heard my show, I'm not great at the reading thing. So things with pictures and colors is great. And there's a unicorn in the back. So far I've been sold on potato salad and unicorn. This is how I buy things.
Okay.
I'm also in drag in the book. That's an Easter egg.
What page?
You got to go to desserts because she's sweet.
Are all these are all these your
You're
like?
silly.
You made these recipes.
So here's the situation.
Okay.
If I'm being completely transparent, I came in with a majority of these recipes. I knew what exact recipes I wanted in this book. I came in with a list of 115 or whatever. That being said,
that you've already made.
Yeah, because I do not have the culinary skills to create recipes. I did work with a recipe developer who would sit down with me, and when I was like, well, I feel like this needs to be spicier, so we need like a pinch of that. And she's like, no, hun, like pinch is going to equate to 1/4 a teaspoon.
Is that what a pinch means?
Well, you can put a pinch in a cookbook, but she was the one who kind of helped me with the math and made it user friendly.
She said, bitch, don't pinch nothing in my kitchen. Don't pinch.
No pinching in my bitchin'
But I
kitchen.
cook like an Italian, where everything is just, we'll do a dash of that, a dash of that. Maybe I'll jizz in this pot.
It's very visual.
Serve it with love.
We
just bit of the cigarette in the gravy.
We just sped past the part that I love the most. You're Italian?
Yes.
100%.
No, my last name's Czechoslovakian, but I'm mostly
100%.
Sicilian.
Sicilian? From the boot. I know that much.
No, from the
ball.
The shit. The shit.
The ball.
Boot's kicking. We
the
call
ball.
It the ball. Oh, so when
because soccer, because football, because football, baby.
Well, back in the day when
football.
Italians and Sicilians did not like each other, and Sicily was the quote unquote trash.
Interesting.
They would say it was the boot kicking the shit out of Italy.
If you're Sicilian, are you Italian?
You speak Italian.
It's a dialect.
It's
I don't want
dialect.
to tell you about your own culture.
No, but it is a dialect.
My dad's from Italy, but
there
from
you go.
the tip
You
of the
get it.
boot, so it is different.
Oh, yeah.
My dad would tell me we have Sicilians that live down the road, and they could understand him. No, they were friendly.
Okay.
We traded wine, but he couldn't understand them.
It's hard. Yeah, my
dialects are hard.
Sicilian is a very specific dialect.
It's almost a different language.
And it was the same way. My grandma grew up speaking Sicilian. She would go to Italy and no one would really understand her, but she would understand any Italian. If you spoke it to her. So,
did you incorporate anything that you grew up with in your book?
I did. Yeah,
Love
I
to see
have
it.
my dad's mojito, which I call the Johito.
Oh, that's sweet.
My mom's My mom's definitely not Sicilian.
Okay.
Sicilian Caesar salad. Speaking of which, So there's this misconception that Caesar salad is Italian. It's not. It actually was made, I believe, in Mexico. And,
you're not gonna like what I have to say.
Well, also she used to make this recipe that was not mayonnaise based because that's like not traditional.
Yeah.
And she used to say, this is how it's made in Sicily. Well, you go into damn Google and it's like, Mom, not only is Caesar salad not Italian, there's no such thing as a Sicilian Caesar salad. So I had to make fun of her.
Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
thought that the Caesar salad actually came from Caesar.
Because you think of Julius Caesar,
Yes.
and no.
No.
But the cookies in the book are my sister's recipe, and they are bar none the most popular recipe from the cookbook.
What's your sister's name?
Sammy.
Hey, Sammy.
What kind of cookies?
What kind of cookies?
They're just chocolate chip cookies, but they're like
baby.
big,
Hands down,
mama,
the best.
like salty,
The best.
sweet, like the size of your fist. when
I
you
will
put 'em in
eat
the oven.
almost any fucking cookie. I haven't met any cookie I don't like, but chocolate chip, bitch. I mean, you
basic.
can. It's the
These
best.
are for you,
it's
then.
the fucking best.
For sure.
Basic cookie. I eat chocolate chip cookies, but
Oh, yeah. I do that whenever I bite into one. But that's where I'm in drag. I'm surrounded by my cookies.
Can we see it, or is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can try to find
That's
it.
a drag queen.
Yeah.
Except
We'll keep it moving.
The wig is not so. The wig is a wig in a bag from Amazon. She didn't invest in her lace front. So
Wow, and she went on air just like that.
She went
That's
on
okay.
set.
We won't
fully.
judge you. This isn't Drag
You're
Race.
successful. You have a published
Okay,
book.
baby. Yeah.
There she is.
We're not gonna nitpick at
She
the
looks
wig.
like Lady Gaga.
Oh my God! It's giving art pop.
Yeah.
Touch me, don't be sweet. Love me, please retweet.
I look like Gaga when I do drag, but she gets.
She's just an Italian girl from New York.
tell you when you put it on?
No, I do. Listen, bitch. I've always said this. If I were not doing what I do, I could. If someone taught me how to do makeup, I could be on RuPaul's Drag Race.
If someone
Done and
taught me
done.
how to do makeup, I would be on Drag Race too.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I bet, but they say when someone would teach us how to do drag makeup, and then they would not teach us how to sew, so we'd be home. Day one.
True.
Pretty. What's her drag name?
So it's funny. I have a drag name because I came up with it when I was in 4th grade.
Prepared.
A forget.
Yeah. So I'll explain. It's her name is Krista Virtue.
Okay.
It's not funny or punny, but I think I learned the word virtue in church, and there was a really bitchy, popular girl named Krista in my school, and I used to do impressions of people all the time as a kid.
Okay.
And she was always my bitchy popular girl. And I was like, it's Krista Virtue. But I lived for her because she was confident. I had other voices, some of which, like, you know,
Got you in trouble.
probably would get me in trouble today. Like, I was like a really old man in one. Like, it was.
Yeah.
But Krista was one. So I was like, that has to be my
Krista
drag name
Virtue.
because that was when
It
I was a
stuck with you.
confident chick. But
Yeah.
if I were to be funny, my drag name, especially coming from Florida, would be Tropical Depression.
Oh,
Love that.
tropical depression.
Because they form off
There's
the
a
coast.
storm
You
brewing,
don't know,
baby.
Yeah, you don't know if you're gonna get a hurricane.
Right.
You don't know if she's gonna veer off into the Atlantic. You don't know.
Okay, tropical depression. I'm gonna take it.
What are your guys' drag names?
Mine's had to change because it was controversial. So my new drag name is just L. But before it was Shanita Man. Yeah.
So
That,
good.
though.
So
Why is that
good.
controversial?
Before that, it was Shia Man.
Oh,
It was
so it's evolved over the years. Gotcha.
actually before that, it was Shia Man Mori. And then I was like, this is how I get canceled. So
I used to do PR for Maury. Fun fact. First gig out of college.
What was that like? A circus?
Crazy.
I bet.
They filmed that in. I'm from Connecticut, and it would be like the
Stanford.
thing to do to like drive down to Stanford and go to
That's
a
not-
viewing. We
that's
got our
not a
jerry
thing.
beads because they do it all in the same
Yes.
building. It's crazy.
That's not a thing you should be doing.
It's fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
Okay.
What about
Garbage,
you,
but
Ricky?
fun.
What's your drag name?
My go-to classic. I'm always coming up with drag names off the cuff. I'm inspired by garbage throughout the day, but it's Strugglin.
I love that.
Her first
first
name's Strugga. I think
First name's Strugga.
I think I'm gonna name my daughter Strugga.
Strugga.
Lynn.
Strugglin. Strugglin less.
I love it.
Oh, I don't like that one. Anyways, food,
Sorry,
wine,
moving
travel. Where's your favorite place that you've gone?
Oh gosh, everyone asks me that, and it's hard because there were years where I literally took 25 trips in a year. Like I just
Woe is you.
I was so mad. I
obsessed.
thought you had a sugar daddy. When
I
was-
fucking wish. Oh
Shit,
my
it was
god,
just-
I'm
we're all
taking
work
applications.
stuff.
Work stuff. I mean, a lot of them are press trips.
Sure,
I'm very
sure.
lucky because they'll
It's
fly you
incredible.
out. But Southeast Asia was a personal trip that I
Oh wow, yeah.
kind of made into a press trip because I reached out to all these hotels and flights and I was like, "Hi, you
How
wanna
very
host
smart
us?"
of you.
Yeah, you
How
gotta be
very
smart and
fucking
hustle.
smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Southeast Asia just was a ridiculous. I mean, my phone background is when we were in Halong Bay. It's been my background for like 7 years now.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Just stunningly
What country is
beautiful.
that in?
Vietnam.
Okay.
So we did
That's
Vietnam,
on the list.
Cambodia, Thailand.
Oh.
Thailand's just unreal. The food there is incredible. The people are amazing. So,
I've been once, and it was
it
was life changing.
You went to Thailand, or
yeah,
it's great,
for New
right?
Year's, not this last year, but the one before.
Great city,
and everything you just said.
Country, but great cities.
Everywhere you look's pretty breathtaking. The people are really nice.
So nice,
and the food.
I know.
Food.
And everything's so inexpensive.
Yes, live like a king. So you can
live like a king. Like we stayed, I think, at the Mandarin Oriental in Bangkok, and just spent a day not doing anything except sitting by the pool, because there was this cute little guy with a bell who would come around and give you ice cream with local ingredients. And I was like, this is all I want right now.
How many did you have?
Ingredients on top of my ice cream, or how many ice creams total?
How many ice creams did you have?
Oh, we don't even need to go there.
I know my body queen.
No, a lot. There are no rules on that trip, and if you say no rules when it comes to being food, I could put myself in a coma.
Is there anything that you ever anticipated, like really enjoying a delicacy that you got to? You were like, oh, this is fucking gross.
Ooh, I'm really open-minded when it comes to food, and it's really hard to disappoint me.
Right.
I will say I was tricked into eating horse meat in
Disco.
Montreal.
Disco.
That was traumatizing because I grew up riding horses, so I'm like,
oh, Black
cool. Beauty. It tasted good though. They served it sashimi style and put a quail egg on top.
Sashimi style,
raw.
Really?
A lot of horse meat served raw.
Horse can be served.
I thought it was called tartare when it's raw.
It depends.
Can be tartare.
It depends
sashimi,
what you're mixing
how
it
it's
with.
sliced and how it's prepared.
You had horse.
I did have horse.
Sashimi.
They did it sashimi style.
Look at her think about the horse she gonna kill.
I have to know, how would you describe the texture, the taste?
So the taste, it definitely was. I felt like it was kind of like ostrich meat, because there's not a lot of fat on it. Ostrich meat is very lean.
Okay.
So think of a very lean meat, but tastes like a red meat.
Okay.
But the texture was almost like a fish sashimi, just a little bit more thick.
Interesting.
But I was traumatized because I am always like, I will try anything. And the chef was like, all right, we have something special for you. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be some crazy kind of bird, or maybe it's like an octopus baby. I don't know what.
Have you ever had balut?
No, that scares me, because if it's
what is that?
Like a baby, like
it's a baby
chicken inside,
Yeah.
I don't, because people actually like chomping into the bones and stuff that are. It depends how far along it is.
It depends how far along it is. My mom's from the Philippines.
Yeah.
And I had my whole life, I was traumatized by it. Like, because I would open it up and it's visually unappealing. Like it's a chick fetus. But the last time I was there, I was like, I'm a grown ass man and I'm going to eat fucking everything. I need to know what everything tastes like. So I went up to the cart and I asked the man. He gave me the balut and put a little salt on it. I didn't fucking look at it this time. That's the mistake people make. You got to shoot it like an oyster.
Yeah.
And it was delicious.
It was. Yeah.
It tasted like the best ramen I ever had in my life.
Wow.
Well,
we're not gonna
try it.
10/10 recommend. If you're you've got the open mind for it.
Well, we're not gonna yuck anyone's yum, but we're gonna move on from that bullshit.
Anyways, damn.
You don't want baby bird?
I don't. I want big
Les
bird.
is the baby bird.
I am a baby bird. Okay, this question comes directly from us.
Okay.
Yeah.
As if the last 10 were not users.
The live studio audience. What do you mean?
Elena.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to put her out. She got ratchet real fast, didn't she? Okay, put in order for us. Wine, travel, food. Put in a list in order to you.
Well, travel includes wine and food.
God
so
bless.
That's a stupid question from you guys.
Get out.
You're funny.
Yeah, travel number
Get
1,
out.
food 2, wine 3, but you're gonna have the latter 2 with the first one.
Right.
But if I had to, let's say, give up any of the 3, I would give up wine, because while I fucking love wine and I'm really close with the Wine Growers Association in Sonoma. I'm out there a few times a year and I adore them and everything they're doing. Yeah.
She's not dumb. She's the opposite of dumb.
I adore them, and I'm gonna send them this clip so they fly me out in May.
Oh, cool.
So they fund this fucking
yes,
podcast.
they should. They would.
Okay.
Wine to me is not necessary.
I understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have
Well
as much
said.
of an appreciation as like a sommelier.
Well said.
Oh, wow. All right. That's really like me. I'd be like, yeah, girl, I know everything. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, mommy. I'm going to send you right where you want to go. Hey, you're listening to Queer Late Night, a late night podcast that gives people from the queer community to share their insight they've learned along their personal and professional journeys. We're partnered with Pretty Easy Podcasting, and they're in charge of all the editing for this podcast. While we don't have corporate sponsorships or sponsorships from anyone right now, so we're broke, we are very much welcoming any type of charitable donations to help make this show become more accessible to queer community around the world. Continue to listen, support, like, subscribe, and share.
Joey, I noticed that you're very versatile.
Amen.
What's it like working behind the scenes versus being in front of the camera?
Ooh,
Paint that for the girls.
let me paint that for the girls. Like a damn Leonardo DiCaprio painting on the Titanic. We're going under.
They let the poor drown in that movie.
I always say you can't be good on-air talent if you don't understand what everyone else's jobs are around you. So I love being in front of the camera. I feel like I thrive in that moment, but I'm only as good as the team that's around me. And a lot of celebrities don't realize that or appreciate it.
What a great tidbit. I agree 1,000,000%.
But going back to versatility, I am verse. Funny
Work.
enough.
Okay.
I'm verse non-anal, to put that out there. I
Interesting.
say
A
non-anal.
verse non-anal.
Let
What
me
the
preface that.
fuck?
It's been my joke because I really don't like anal sex unless I'm dating someone. It's too
Me
much
too.
effort.
Okay.
Me
Like,
too.
can't we just like twiddle twats and trade recipes? I'm like, whatever happened to that?
Having sex should not be limited to just the heteronormative understanding of something being penetrative.
Put it
Thank
inside
you.
me.
Yes.
I love a good mutual match or masturbation sesh. I do.
Yeah.
It's that can be very intimate.
I agree.
Also, like just the art and the art.
art.
The art of douching, and we are.
Yes.
Shout out to all you bottoms out there. We don't bottom shame on this show.
Okay.
You put in all that time, all that work, and all that effort. Me, after 3 pumps and it's not clean, you know what? Back doors closed. Go around
Today.
front.
Go around front.
I also just have stomach issues, so it's that perpetual fear that I'm gonna shit on everything.
Yeah.
It's never happened. Knock
I
on
get
wood.
nervous going
but
into sex. I don't want my stomach being like, oh.
and my stomach's always that way. So if you put a dick in my ass, my stomach's not just gonna be gurgling; it's gonna be crying.
It's gonna be gooped. It's gonna be gagged. It's gonna have the gumption. I love these G
I
words.
love the way you answered that question.
Yeah.
I've been working in adult entertainment for 10 years, and I was with one studio for 9, and then I've been doing freelance for the past year or so. And
Wait, as a performer?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Google
Yeah.
her.
Of course, I'm gonna fucking Google you
Google
the
her.
second that I get. I'm gonna jack off to you later.
Please do.
Wait,
That's what it's there for.
Remember when you used to give out your when you would get drunk and start giving people the password out for free at the bar?
Yeah, that was dumb.
I'm obsessed.
It was a different time. She was a younger girl. Now she's a little more dead in the eyes.
But you agree that being on
no.
set, it's like you cannot
100,000,000%.
perform unless you amp up the people around you and know what they're doing.
I want them to know that I see them. I am grateful for them because they are making it happen for me. You know, and like when we're done, I'm like, when I worked for men.com, that was the biggest set I'd ever been on. And it was like, I was blown away by how many people
Literally.
in production there were. And I got acquainted with everyone, and when everything was said and done, I thanked everyone personally.
Yeah.
And they were like, looking at me. This was also in Montreal, and like the French Canadians, they're like, you know.
They're so nice, though, usually, too. Yeah.
They were like, why are you, we're just doing our job. I'm like,
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She was walking around like Jessica Lange, like, oh.
Because also someone's
use
in charge.
condom for you,
You know what I'm
busted
saying?
condom for you.
Condom?
I want someone
Oh, yeah,
to
does
remember.
men.com not do condoms now?
Oh, God, few people do.
Yeah,
We do
you're
testing.
right.
We do testing.
Testing, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
But no, it's fine. These people are also in charge of like the edits and stuff, and I want them to remember me kindly.
Yes.
When it
Yes.
comes time to put the reel together.
Amen.
Me in the back room, make it look fat.
I'd be like, you don't need to see that little ass dimple, like
Sure,
cameraman, like
sure,
pivot
sure.
it. I'll
Little
be your
things.
best friend.
Little things.
Come on, but we celebrate dimples.
We
celebrate
do.
everything.
Do we? Yeah, we do.
We do.
We say we do, but we gays are also. I've talked about this in therapy today, and I'm willing to admit that I'm going to a therapist
I
right
love
now.
that.
Yeah,
And
what's wrong with that?
we're
That's
now
great.
delving into. Well, it's kind of taboo still for some people. I
For
feel like to
some.
admit that they have to go, but not. I think in the gay community, LGBTQ community, we all are kind of
True.
accepting
Yeah.
and know that we have issues we want to work out.
True.
But
No, I don't.
we're delving now into gay standards versus the standards that we place on ourselves.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it opened up a whole other can of worms today where I was like, damn, I don't love myself as much as I thought I did.
It's okay. It's okay though, but but you're learning right now that that exists, and you can just love yourself more.
True.
Finding out things is like kind of better, because I would just stay like not knowing and ignorant to my own fucking like fallacies. I'm pretty sure I would have really injured myself or someone else, like with like how like pretty shitty I was being, because I was being pretty shitty.
That's the name of her new book. Pretty shitty.
Girl, not yet. I'm only on page
Pretty
2.
Shitty is actually a great title. I love that. You better go
Don't-
copyright that.
Don't you, Joey? Don't you do me?
You can't you can't trademark a title unless it's tied to an overall brand, but you can certainly go on GoDaddy
Baby,
and buy
I'm a
that
brand.
URL.
Right.
I'm a brand.
right.
I'm a brand. That's the name of our new single. I'm a brand. I'm a brand. Okay, wait. There's a question left for me, right?
Yes, yeah, a few.
There is a few. What inspires your work the most?
I would say the people that I am interviewing constantly. I'm just kind of the vessel. I am the storyteller.
The medium.
Yeah.
that's
and
great.
I want to amplify voices, especially if I can amplify voices from marginalized communities. That's everything for me. There's a guy who just launched a men's beauty line and put out this amazing brow and beard pencil that's been getting a lot of PR. And he's just the most humble, amazing guy who just had big goals. And he sent me a note the other day. I got him an article in Ask Men, and he was like, I know this isn't going to sound significant, but my sales increased by like 2.1% after that article went out. And I just want to thank you. Stuff like that makes me feel like it's all worth it.
I understand.
You know, I just want to pay it
understand.
forward
Totally.
and tell the stories of these amazing people who are doing great things.
Totally.
So that's
Well
what inspires
said.
me. Yeah.
Well said. So, if you could have a billboard of yourself, what would it look like? What would be on that billboard?
Oh, my ass, 1,000%.
Really?
I take
Why?
such pride in my ass.
Okay. How does
you walk
that
like
promote
it?
your brand?
My brand's my ass.
Okay.
No, gosh. No, that's a lie. I'd want my face on it because as the former publicist, I know what makes the most sense and what is the most intelligent thing to do, and that is to put your face with your brand. But
Is it?
yes, if you're
Okay.
cute. I mean, no, I'm kidding. No, but
you
obviously
put your brand
want
and
the
your bussy?
association. You want the name face association and whatever
Right,
you're trying to
right,
sell.
right.
It's Tyra Banks, America's Next Top Model 101.
Okay,
So
true.
we're doing a Maybelline commercial or CoverGirl commercial, and that's what you want to do. It's really, there you go, cha-ching. But if I was going to be artistic
Yeah.
and a little bit bold and ballsy, I wouldn't put my balls, but I'd put my ass.
Okay.
And I would make it fun and artistic
'Cause
and
sex
just
sells.
basically say kiss my ass and sex sells. Yeah, come on now.
Come on now.
What would you put?
C-U-M.
What would you put?
Yeah,
On
what
a
would you
billboard?
put? Yeah.
Maybe just a picture of. It would be like from here to here, because that's how people recognize me, is my tattoos.
That's so true.
It's a brand thing.
Yeah.
My Latino
It's where
friend
you're
with the
recognized.
tattoos.
My Latino friend.
That's what they say to me. And you with the and your Latino
Your Puerto
friend.
Rican friend.
I'm like, yeah.
Les must be, God bless him. The shit people use him to try to get to me over the years, and he sees right through it. You know,
I'm like,
it's
you're gonna give
it's
me
such
some drugs
bullshit.
too, right?
Right.
You're gonna give me some drugs.
I know there's a little in there for me too.
I guess I have to drive her home because I'm sober.
And I'm so grateful for you for putting up with the bullshit.
I know.
The bullshit.
Wait, Al, what would your billboard be?
Yeah.
I've been it would be for skincare.
Oh.
It would be for skincare because I love like skincare. I love Kiehl's.
Okay.
They don't give me no money. And it would probably be my full body.
Yeah.
So you'd be advertising a product that you're doing in collab with Kiehl's.
Yes.
Is the dream.
In the
If we're
vein.
talking the dream though, I'm on a billboard with Beyonce. Let's be honest. Like
Oh
that.
my God.
If sky's the limit.
Beyonce on a
Totally.
billboard. That you hear what you just said?
She can be sitting on my head. I don't care what the fuck it is, as long as Beyonce's in it.
She's literally kicking you in like the crotch, and you're like, I'm so
Don't
happy
get.
to
She
be
could be
here.
taking a dump on my chest, and I'll be like, "Yeah, put it on the billboard. I'm into it." That's, by the way, I'm not inferring that I'm in a scat. Not here to kink shame, but not into it. Don't need people coming after me saying like, "Let me
How
take
much?
a dump on your
How
chest."
much?
Tea.
Just let us know how much. How much?
There's a price for everything. Uh oh.
Oh wow, she said she's not gonna work at all.
She heard that conversation, was like, "We're done
We're
here."
done here.
and I've heard enough.
Wait, Les, we do have this camera if you just want to keep going.
Yeah.
That's
It's going. You know what? I just looked up and I was like, man, I really hope I press record. How many times have I
See
like?
the red light.
Yes, it's I'm getting a lot better. Okay.
Well, also too, if we're posing with models on these billboards, I have an obsession with Adriana Lima.
She's
is
a
that?
classic.
Ah,
OG Victoria's Secret model.
Oh.
just
OG.
stunningly.
You know what my new obsession is?
Who?
Because I'm trying to build my drag look. I've been really obsessed with Naomi Campbell.
Hmm.
I posted a video.
Duh, she's just the best ever.
I just don't know if I agree with how she acts sometimes.
Sometimes, but I think she's better now.
You
She's
got to
putting-
separate the art from the artist sometimes.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
And she really, I feel like, has turned her life around and has been raising awareness for. I know this mic stands like. She's been raising awareness for a lot of like really great causes, and I think using her platform for good
We
in a
love
lot
to
of
see it.
ways. So
We're all maturing.
we're all maturing.
We all learn.
We're all
Don't tell her that. I'm sure she doesn't want to hear that.
You're changing. You're being nice.
Right.
Well, it's segment 3. It's our last little go around. So I just want to
Right.
open the floor to the first question. What advice would you give someone looking to pursue the same career path as yourself?
Oh, I
Which
think,
path that is? Because you have
yeah. I think it'd be what I've been saying all along is really have an understanding for not just what you want to do, but everyone else's jobs that are going to make your life easier. And hustle and do not burn bridges. It really, this industry,
Don't burn
especially in
bridges.
media, yeah, it's all about who you know, not what you know. Sometimes who you
Truly.
blow. And if that's the route you want to
Tea.
take, go for it. Because as we've learned with Zucker's recent firing from CNN, a relationship can help pay the bills. But
Right.
Who got fired?
he
The
had
head
an
of
inappropriate
CNN.
relationship with one of his
Step-
staffers, and it
He
came
had to
out
step
because of the
down?
Cuomo. He stepped down, and because of the Cuomo investigation, it all came out. But yeah, ultimately, it's just really take a moment to appreciate the people around you and have a knowledge as to what they do. It's not always about you.
Okay. Okay.
Well said.
I like that. Go ahead.
So I know one of them already. I know who the number one is, but we're going to ask about 3 in total.
Beyonce.
Who are 3 people that have been most influential to you?
Oh, I don't even think Beyonce's been influential. I just appreciate her. and love her.
Interesting.
Influential
Okay.
in a way that, she is a boss bitch, and I
Yeah.
want to channel that in everything
Yeah.
that I do. But
Yeah.
influential, I think my high school, I love teachers. I love
Unsung
teachers.
heroes.
Yeah.
Public
and
school teachers, even private teachers.
yeah.
They don't get paid enough.
I would love to be a teacher, and that's exactly why I don't do it. I don't
Yeah.
think they get the respect they deserve, and
They
they don't
don't.
get paid well enough. But my high
we
school,
love you, educators.
my high school English teacher for sure. He taught me how to write, essentially. My first grade teacher would say is most influential, taught me how to read and write, and just was amazing. Got me excited about learning and caring about other people and storytelling.
Very important.
And then I know it's 3 people, and one, my sister and my parents. They obviously are the most influential because they have to deal with me and put up with me, and they are the ones who always kind of gave me feedback and helped me come into my own, and have always accepted me for who I am since day one, and celebrated everything that made me weird and different, and was bullied about, and flipped that script and said, no, this is what makes you unique, and you need to use that as make that your success story.
I love
Well
that.
said.
It's a long
We love
How
to
are
see it.
you
No, we
the
love to
bigger?
see it.
Are you the older sibling?
Yeah, by 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Are you guys close?
Very, yeah.
Yes.
She's my bestie.
That's so nice. That's so cute. I bet you there's like cute pictures of you guys like being all cute and little. I see little kids like that. I'm like, that must be nice.
I see pictures of little kids and I want to kick them in the head because I just don't like kids. But no, no, there are cute pictures of us as kids.
Oh, wow, that type of gay.
What's that?
Oh, wow, that type of gay.
Yeah. No, it's weird though because now all of my besties are either pregnant or having kids. And so I'm in a position where I'm forced into liking these kids
I know.
because I'm just like, oh my God, you are so cute and you are a spitting image of your mom or your dad. And I love them so much. So I would say I have evolved when it comes to whether or not I kind of even want kids. I'm like, now I could be into that if I found like, you know, a good partner and someone I thought would be a good parental figure. But
I want kids, but I don't want like, I want like maybe like, you know, not like screaming, crying and shit.
Yeah. That's the risk you take because you don't know if your kid's going to be an asshole.
Right.
I know.
Right.
But if they are, you can give them back. No, wait, where'd my screen go?
To who? The stork?
The stork, yeah, that's exactly where they came
Just
from.
swoops down and picks them back up.
Return to
Can't
sender.
put it back in a vagina.
What is a common misconception about you that you would like to debunk here on this day?
Oh, Christ.
Mm-hmm.
That she doesn't walk fast or ignore people.
No, that's the truth. I do walk fast, and I have a very particular gait.
Great word.
Yeah, it's throwing some vocab. I think a misconception about me potentially is that I am just 1000% immersed in my career, and everything's career. And that was true, I would say, years ago. But I am an onion, and there are a lot of layers.
Tea.
And if you just take the time to peel them back, you'll see that I really value a lot of things in my life beyond just writing and traveling and doing all these fun little gigs. Like there's some depth to this bitch.
What kind of onion are you?
Definitely a red.
A red onion.
A little sweet, a little acidic, but baby, if it's sweet enough, you can take a bite right into it, and you don't have to cook it down.
Holes.
Oh, she's sending red flags for summer, guys. Hot girl summer. That's what I
love
heard.
to be pickled.
Okay.
So just dick me down. No.
I'm not cutting this out. I'm not gonna cut that out of the show.
Don't. Come on.
Wait,
this
Chris,
is my billboard.
Yes.
Chris, can I see your phone?
My billboard would just be a red onion. My phone number.
Roman, let me see your phone. I have another one. Hold on, let me see. Where's your Instagram? Here we go.
Oh boy.
My Instagram?
I know your
be.
Instagram.
Oh,
I'm really good. I always wanted to ask this question.
Oh no.
She has the receipts.
I have
Diane
the
Sawyer
receipts.
over
Your
here.
thoughts on Instagram
Okay,
in
we didn't
general.
ask you anything about Drag Race, but we're gonna drag you in here.
Drag me.
I thought I was bringing the trash down. I was coming up, and I was on my phone, and I saw this picture, and I thought it was so effing cute. So I'm gonna ask you that RuPaul question. What would you say to little Joey?
You stupid bitch.
This is gonna be.
I'd say you dumb fag. No, I'm kidding. You are gonna grow
listen
up
here,
to be
Krista
gay.
Virtue.
You little fag. No, I would say that's funny you say that because I literally made a joke about this.
That was a mistake.
Oh,
Sorry.
cricket. Oh,
That was
Oh
well,
my God,
I
the
guess.
crickets?
I'm sorry, my dear, but you are up for elimination.
Actually, just go home.
God, I just got Shantae'd away.
Actually, just go ahead and go home.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
okay.
Well, fuck what
You
I was
got-
gonna tell my childhood self.
All right, so people
Please.
are, if you're listening, there's this really cute, adorable picture of Joey and his mom's. Obviously her pumps.
My grandma's. My mom's feet aren't that big.
Oh, these are grandma fuck me
Oh
pumps?
yeah, those are grandma pumps. Mom wore the hooker heels,
God
not the
bless.
grandma heels.
These look like fuck me pumps.
Well, they look like
I'm
a
kidding.
size 12 shoe and a low heel. I don't do a kitten heel, girl. It's gonna be 6 inches or nothing.
Scratching across the floor, and you got some pearls on, and you look like you're about to have
Yes.
some fun. And it's a picture, so your family took this. They were already.
They
in support.
knew. But do you love the juxtaposition? I'm wearing a Minnesota Vikings jersey, and then
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
this
love
would
it.
pair well
I
with
love
a
it.
pearl necklace and pumps.
This
And-
one could be a look today.
You should
It's
do
Oh,
it.
shit,
It's giving modern. It's giving modern
Yeah.
drip. The boys are wearing the pearls now. You know what I'm saying?
And
Yes.
you can get yourself some black fuck me pumps,
Okay.
Oh, I have them.
and wear this. this
the
summer.
challenge where you recreate
Are
your,
you sure
your
you want
entrance
to move
look.
to? Where are you moving to? Greenpoint?
Brooklyn, yeah.
You're gonna have to get on the subway like this.
Perfect.
All right.
I always say I'm attracted to guys who, if I look like
Are
I'm
gonna
going to be
hate
the
crime you?
victim of their hate crime, I'm turned
Probably
on.
into it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So beat me up
toxicity.
on that subway. No,
Oh, my goodness.
that's awful considering the rise in crime. And actually, I'm terrified sometimes to go on the subway recently.
You should be.
But no, I would tell this kid, like, honestly, I was, as we all are or were, I think, as kids, mercilessly bullied, to just ignore the haters and say, you are special, and the things that make you different are going to be used to your advantage later in life. And it's not cool to be like everyone else.
No,
you're going to
the
go
fuck it's
through
not.
middle school and high school, and you're going to want to be just like everyone else.
Right.
And you need to celebrate what makes you different. Because what did that
Period.
say? Oh, period. And you're going to get your period.
T.
That's okay. And that's okay.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay. Unless you're J.K. Rowling,
Unless you're
then I'm
J.K.
not allowed
Rowling.
to get my period.
Fuck that bitch.
I never read a book anyways.
This is Queer Late Night. Subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast platform. Or watch episodes on YouTube by searching Queer Late Night. And now back to the show.
So we usually play one game, but we're gonna play another today because you're special.
Oh, tell little Joey that.
We're gonna do a little
Piss off.
rapid fire. Would you rather? Okay. So are you ready?
I love rapid fire. It's the first thing that's gonna come. So I can't justify it. You just want answer.
No, I don't want any justification.
Okay.
And if anyone else has rapid
But I
fire-
feel like I have to explain myself sometimes.
I know, baby.
don't.
Okay, I may though.
Don't.
Okay.
That's gonna get you sent home.
But
by
you're
the
gonna
way.
ask me why about certain things.
Would
Okay,
you
we'll see.
rather eat moldy cheese or drink sour milk?
Moldy cheese. Blue cheese is amazing.
I was gonna say cheese is mold. Duh. Okay. Would you rather be bald or be perpetually cursed with bad haircuts?
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna lie. You probably look cool bald.
I think bald because I have pretty blue eyes that I can just carry off a look.
Carrie, bitch.
But I
She's
do like
carrying.
wearing hats though.
Huh?
So if I had bad haircuts, I could always wear hats. Yeah, bald. Come on, bald's beautiful.
Would you rather constantly feel like you have to poop or constantly feel like you have to sneeze?
I already feel like I constantly have to poop, so I
Go
I
with what
want to
you
rather
know.
sneeze because this life is hell. I have to feel like I have to poop right now.
Not in my house.
Oopsie.
Would you
Sorry.
Good thing she lives across the street.
Yeah, bitch, I'd be going home.
Would you rather be constantly followed by the paparazzi or have a dozen ducks following you everywhere you go?
Oh God, the
A
vain
dozen
person.
ducks follow you everywhere you go.
I don't want ducks like in my house.
Imagine
so
if you're
that's
going
the
out for
only
a
thing
booty
I'm
call.
thinking of. Yeah, it's like you go on a date and it's like, what the fuck are these ducks doing? And I'm like, sorry, they're my ducks. Whereas
These are my
paparazzi,
ducks.
it's like, I'm important.
Right.
Bye, and then you go
True.
inside and you can ditch them.
True.
Yeah, paparazzi.
Would you rather wear someone else's underwear or use someone else's toothbrush?
Underwear. Oh my
Okay.
God. Ugh, I'm not sticking your toothbrush in my mouth.
Right,
bitch.
right.
Hell no.
You could get pubic lice though.
That's fine. I'd rather have that and just give me a prescription, but I don't need bacteria that's gonna make me sick for 10 days.
But you can run the toothbrush under like a particular.
That's true. Really hot water.
Yeah, it burns off the.
And if I'm like literally just coming from eating a guy's asshole and then brushing my teeth, it's like, why? Like,
What if you were like
you
sucking
really
toes or
gotta-
something?
Yeah, like you already got in there, so does it really matter?
You already got in there. All right.
Underwear's cloth. Who cares? Told you I was gonna justify everything.
Last one. Would you rather smell like a pig or look like a pig?
Look, because smelling
Because she has
is
these pretty blue eyes. That she
yeah,
can carry with.
exactly. It's the
Oh
pretty
my!
blue
Can
eyes.
you imagine the gaze? Look at that blue-eyed pig.
Look at-
I know. Oh, I saw.
You put on the
Oink,
grinder
baby.
profile like the little pig emoji,
Right.
and you're like, no, it's because I'm actually.
I'm
a
an
pig.
actual pig.
No,
Oink.
and then open it. You got like hooves and shit.
I would use it to my advantage. my nickname would
play
be
into it.
Babe. I'd be like, I'm the smartest pig in these streets.
Okay.
Oh my God! Would you smell like bacon?
I smell like pancetta because I'm Italian.
Work. We love that.
What?
I just said that to a guy on Grindr literally 20 minutes ago. I'm not, or 20 minutes
You
ago.
were
2 hours
here
ago.
20 minutes ago.
No, there was a guy messaging me, and I was like, he was trying to fat shame me in a funny way, and I said, "Don't fat shame me." And he was like,
Ew.
"Oh, does that mean?" He's like, "You probably taste like bacon." And I straight up
fuck?
said, "I don't taste
No,
like bacon. I
baby.
taste like pancetta."
I love
Yeah.
that.
So I got to
What is
reuse
going
a
on?
joke in the same day. That is a win.
What is going on Grindr where people are being like,
What
Baby, it's
Bash.
Grindr. What the fuck do you
What
mean?
is going on Grindr? What's going on with Grindr, period? Because I feel like
That's
people
right.
are crawling out from under bridges, caves, mythical forests, and just the shit that I have been getting has been, that. Except I don't think I've heard that noise in 20 years since I learned how to turn it off.
Oh, God.
People on Grindr are going cray lately.
"There, I've not been on in 2
Oh.
months. I've not been on 2 months."
Same. I'm not even queer. What the hell am I doing on the show?
Right.
I'm straight. I have 3 kids.
Yeah, you're one of those dudes. She's gonna go for a jog at nighttime. That's
Yeah.
at night.
I love.
Yeah, at nighttime.
At nighttime.
That'd be sad.
Well, this has been fun. Was that it?
That's it. This has been a lot of fun.
This has been a lot of fun. It was a lot.
Where can the people find you, Joey?
You can find me on the corner of 40. No.
That's exactly where you almost bumped into me. I was like, oh, she's in the way.
Yeah. No,
was like,
I am
shit.
on all the socials at Joey Skladany, Joey Skladany. Yeah.
Where can they buy your book?
Where all books are sold. Amazon,
Really?
Barnes & Noble. Yeah.
Wow.
There's a little man over here on the street on the weekends. He rolls out a tarp on the ground.
I need to give him one of my books because he does not have some good stuff lately.
No,
Like,
I got those cowboy hats from him. I did.
Can I tell you the most embarrassing thing though before we go?
Yes.
So most bookstores will order like a case.
Sure.
You know, to sell.
Yeah.
So I went to the Barnes & Noble downtown close to my bestie, and there was one of my books left. And I was like, that's great. That means they sold the rest of them, and this is the last one. So this bitch made a reel, and I signed it. I'd be like, oh, this is going to be fun. I had a stomach attack like I do. I just reveal on the show I have stomach issues. So I had to run to that Barnes & Noble and tear up their bathroom.
Sure.
And I was like, oh, maybe on the way back I'm going to meander to the cookbook section. And I see my book. And I'm like, please, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, Mary of Magdalene, let this not be the book that I signed that's been sitting on a shelf for a year.
No.
I opened up that book. My book's been sitting on that shelf for a year. Nobody bought my signed book.
Oh my
So
god.
Basic Bitch is not selling.
Where? Oh my god. Where is it? We should go buy it.
It's at the Barnes & Noble in Tribeca.
When I
Ooh,
said
we're gonna go
Yeah.
on a hunt. We're gonna go on an Easter egg.
when
hunt.
I said
Do it.
when I said buy, we're gonna use our special credit card. The one when I just walk out. I know her. You don't.
You can't tell her that.
Wait, you need to just
Do
steal it. Yeah.
I'm like, I know her. You don't, bitch.
Oh
She
Yeah.
lives
my
across the street from me. What are you
I
gonna
love
do?
it.
What are you gonna do? I give her the money myself, bitch. Take that.
Do it. I'm into it. Yeah.
And you have been an amazing guest.
Truly.
You are really funny.
Thank y'all for having me.
You didn't
This
even
was
like
so
write any
fun.
jokes.
When we were writing the show, he was like, "We got to make him funny." I was like, "Bitch, if he's funny, he's gonna be funny."
Oh my
You
god,
can't-
y'all thought I wasn't gonna be funny.
It's not that he didn't think it. He was just like, He seems like a funny guy. I'm like, so let him be a funny guy. He's gonna be funny.
I was
It's
like,
fine.
write some jokes in there.
It'll come. It will
No,
come.
everything's off the. If you that's my other career advice. If you feel like you have to over script your life, then sometimes I was like going into his phone like, what have I told myself to do today? No,
sorry.
everything should be as authentically you as human possible. And if people don't like it, they don't like it. Go somewhere else. There are a million other things that you can listen to, watch, whatever.
Yeah.
Stop appeasing people and just be you.
Amen.
Yeah.
And that's it. You heard
Yes.
it. You heard it from the
From the pig's mouth.
basic bitchin'.
But I hear the pigs are really pretty blue eyes.
I heard the pigs are really blue. I bet she smells like bacon. Little
She
pig.
doesn't like
pancetta,
anal, so you
baby.
can't spit roast her.
Okay.
But
Cut to the pig standing at the eagle by itself. No one's.
in grandma's heels.
Oh my God! At Grandma's heels.
Damn, this just turned into a roast, a pig roast.
Oh,
okay.
See, you don't have to write the jokes; they just happen.
We're leaving. We love you.
In the black heels and the pearls and a nasty pig hat. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And you can follow Queer Late Night if you want. At my page, which is ell.mccullars. And where can he follow you, Ricky Roman?
You can follow me at Ricky Roman 91 across the board, and if you Google Ricky Roman Pornhub or my OnlyFans, it's there too.
Please subscribe because she used to buy me better things.
It's true.
You bitches, you need more money.
We love you. We appreciate you.
I'm sorry. Bye.